this is Kaylee and welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Make sure that you like and subscribe, comment below. If you're returning, welcome back. I have my little one with me. We are doing our first roadie. I also have my husband with me. I'll let you know how everything goes. I'm doing my first gig. I already got the products. I'm headed over to the customer's house and ready to deliver. Once that's done, I'll give you all a full update. I might do a few more gigs, but I'll let you all know. Okay, I'm back. And you guys, I have done multiple videos and they keep messing up. So this is like my fourth time doing this video. I really wanted to get it done. So here we go. I'm excited to talk to you about the Roadie app, and I'm excited to talk to you about my experience. So I'm gonna go over the pros and cons and let you know what my experience was and let you know if it's even worthwhile. So first thing first, the pros are it's very user-friendly. When I say user-friendly, anybody can do it. I was so anxious the night before, knowing that I was going to be doing my first gig because I have no experience in courier services. And I was like, am I going to get these packages to people? Am I going to even find the location? I was just so confused, and it was so fearful of the unknown. I was just like, I don't know. I almost backed out, but I didn't because I really wanted to do this. But it was so user-friendly because it tells you what's in your area, and I'm in Houston, Texas, and it tells you what's in your particular area. And so it told me what was in my area, how far it was, how much everything was as far as the payout. They said if the tip was included, and they broke everything down, how much it actually was and how much the minimum tip would be, so that I can know what to expect. It also tells you if there's an extra tip. They tell you there's an extra tip possible. It breaks down that there's toll and parking reimbursement. And this is really good because when it comes to being an independent contractor, you are not reimbursed for gas or mileage or anything like that. So I think it's wonderful that you are reimbursed for the toll and the parking. You just have to show your receipt or show some type of proof, and you are able to get your reimbursement. So the pickup, they tell you the pickup time and when it needs to be completed by. They go over how big the delivery is, which was super important to me because my first gig, I went with my husband and my son, and he has a car seat, so I couldn't get anything extra large. And I saw one video and there was an extra large delivery, and it was a ladder, and they had to let the seats down. And so I did some research on that first. So I was really glad that they told me, you know, before I went, how big the delivery was, so that I can know whether or not I even needed to do that. And it goes in, everything is helpful. So say for instance, if you click on the tolls and the parking reimbursed, because you want to know whether or not you're going to get reimbursed for it, and it tells you that reasonable parking fees at pickup and any tolls along the way that are required to complete the gig would be reimbursed. Just submit a photo of the receipt at the end of the delivery process. Reimbursements are typically approved and appear in your balance within 2 to 3 business days after submission. And it tells you any information that you need to know. Whenever they have something highlighted, you just click on it. If you're not familiar with whatever it is with the delivery, it tells you everything. For instance, the item summary, it tells you for this particular one, it tells you that there's 23 items that you need to pick up, and it's a grocery order from Walmart, and it tells you how many deliveries that you're going to be making. So it goes into exceptional details, and I feel like I'm talking a lot about it, but it's just amazing how user-friendly they made it. And I'm not getting anything, I'm not getting paid for any of this. It's just that good. The cons so before I get to the cons, I also like the fact that when it comes to the navigational tools, they don't have like a just one size fit all navigational tool. Like they don't just give you maps, they give you the option to use maps or Waze or something like that, or copy the address. And I like that because if you're anything like me, if I use one particular mapping app, I have to continue to use that, because if I use something else, then I'm going to be clueless. So I love that they gave me that option. Now I'm going to get to the cons, and there are only a couple of cons. The cons that I have is that you had to wait 15 minutes to find out if you received the gig, but I don't know if there was a glitch with the app or with my phone, because when I tried to submit a couple of offers for the particular gigs, it kept booting me out before the 15 minutes. And then when I tried to click on something else, it said that the gig was no longer available. So that was the other one. And so I missed out on the ones that were closer to me. And so I had to go all the way to Bethlehem, Pasadena. Like I said, I'm in Houston, Texas, and I had to go all the way to Pasadena. But everything else, it was super efficient. I just love the fact that I didn't feel lost using it. You know how when you use new apps and you're doing something new, you feel lost whenever you're trying to do something? Well, I didn't feel like that. And I think it's definitely worth using if you're going to be taking your Courier business seriously, and you are just starting off, before you get to any contracts with a company, or before you try to get government contracts, and you want to see if this is something for you, you want this to be a side hustle, you want to earn extra income, whatever it is, if you want to have Courier service as one of the things that you do, you should definitely use Roadie, because it's definitely worth it. And they have a lot of competitive pay. Like, I picked Pasadena, and it wasn't the best, it wasn't smart, but I just chose it because I wanted to try something out immediately. But they have some that are like $40 to deliver something, and you can make $40 in like 30 minutes, $80 in an hour. It's so many competitive gigs that you can do. Now, I'm not saying that there's gonna be nothing but $40 and $30 ones, but they do have some very competitive gigs that you can get. So I think that that's something that you also want to be mindful of when it comes to picking your particular apps. So that's all I have to say about Roadie. I'm going to link the website and the app in my description. If you have any questions, any tips or feedback that you want to give me about using Roadie, do that. I'm going to be doing more videos on the different apps, but I would love to hear what you have to say. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment on this particular video. Again, I would love to hear what you have to say about this particular app. Is it just me that thinks Roadie is good? Because I heard a lot of people say that, you know, Roadie wasn't really for them, and so I kind of had my mind made up to not like them. But for me, Roadie works. But again, this was my first time using Roadie. Maybe down the road, I would, not like it. Maybe using some other apps, Roadie would, not be my top choice. But using this one first, the other apps have a lot to prove to me this time. So that's all for now. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks.